Hello, my name is Melissa Lane.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
You too. Hi, Samantha.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so we are here today because you have been diagnosed with PTSD because of a traumatic event you experienced with your aunt. Okay. First, we're going to kind of talk about your feelings as the mother. How do you feel about what happened to your sister?
Well, it's been devastating. It's been a great worry. Thankfully, she's going to be okay. But I am concerned mentally if her bouncing back from all the trauma that she suffered from this.
Okay. How do you feel that Samantha was so close to what happened?
I feel like I'm never going to let her go out of my sight again. Just the thought that something even worse could have happened to her.
How has she been acting lately?
Well, she's been very withdrawn, stays in her room a lot. She has a tendency to go off once in a while, flying off the handle. At school, her grades have gone down. She seems to be having arguments with other kids at school more than she did before.
Okay. How do you feel? Do you feel more anxiety? Do you feel scared?
I look at everybody as if they could do the same thing that the man did to my aunt to me, and I don't even look at my family members the same way. I don't trust anybody. I haven't been riding my bike. I haven't been playing outside. I haven't been seeing any of my friends.
Okay. Do you feel like you can talk about what happened?
Every time I try, my mother tells me to stop because of my little brother. She doesn't want him to hear and be scared, which I understand, but it makes me feel like nobody cares about my feelings.
Okay. All right. And why do you, is it that you don't want to talk about it, or is it Timmy, or is it maybe both?
I think it's probably both. I guess I don't want to hear all the gory details, maybe. And I don't want Timmy to have to be involved and know these things that have gone on.
Okay.
So I should have talked to her more, but I think I'm probably hiding from.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's really good that you're aware of how you're feeling. So tell me how your husband is reacting to all of this.
Not very well. I think he's more in denial than I am, not wanting to talk about it. I think he's in fear of his little girl, because he's very protective of her.
Okay.
And so I think he's trying to put it behind him and forget about it.
Okay. So how do you feel about how your dad's reacting to this? I mean, does it make you feel guilty? Does it make you feel bad about what happened?
He makes me feel like I'm being a baby about it, and usually when something happens and you don't like what you hear from mom, you can go to dad. In this case, I can't go to either parent. I feel very closed off and alone, and I have all these feelings and I don't know what to do with them.
Okay. So tell me how things are at school.
Not good. My grades are suffering. I'm lashing out towards other students when anybody picks or teases me or anything like that. I freak out, scream at them. I mean, I've been sent to the principal's office over throwing things.
Okay. Now, it said but the guidance counselor told me that you've been in the bathroom a lot crying. They found you crying. What's going on with that?
Just kids pick on each other in school. It's normal, but I can't handle it right now because I'm very emotional, because I feel very overwhelmed with all the emotions I have inside. I can't talk about them at home, and I don't want to talk about them with my friends. Nobody will understand.
Okay. Is she being punished at home at all for the grades or anything like that?
Normally, she would be, but with all that's happened, and I think we just feel we're just letting her get away with a lot of things that normally we wouldn't. She just seems to have so much pent up, I know, but so we just aren't dealing with it.
Okay.
And we're letting her get away with things. We haven't said a lot about the grades.
Do you think she's just going to get over this? I mean, is that what you're waiting for, kind of? Or
Well, I guess that's what we're hoping for.
Okay. All right. One of the mistakes that people make, not purposely, but they tend to treat children that have been through trauma, they tend to treat them like a victim without knowing it. By letting them get away with things, or, babying them, or, things like that. They're really treating them like a victim, okay, which is only going to exacerbate the symptoms. Okay, so Samantha, today we're going to talk about what kind of things did you do before this happened to, get out of the house, enjoy yourself. What did you like to do?
I was an outdoorsy kid. I loved climbing trees, riding my bike, running around, playing outside, hopscotch, playing with my friends,
Okay.
stuff like that.
When's the last time you did that?
Before the incident,
Okay.
ever since, I've been too afraid to go outside. Anytime I see anybody walking up the sidewalk or anything like that, I think they're going to come and hurt me. And
Okay. So basically you've developed a fear of everyone, that everyone could possibly be dangerous.
yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you guys an exercise to do at home, okay? We have another meeting in 3 days. So in between now and then, I want you to pick one thing that you enjoy, like riding your bike, and I want you to do that thing. I want you to get out of the house by yourself, and I want you to go for a bike ride, even if it's 5 minutes, okay? And you, as the mother, being afraid that something's going to happen, you have to not be protective in that situation. Don't look out the window, don't call the cell phone to say, where are you? Nothing like that. Just let her enjoy herself, okay? And then when she gets back, I want her to talk with you about how she felt, if she was afraid, if she saw anybody that made her afraid, what the thought process was, or if she really enjoyed herself.
Okay.
Maybe we could talk, just you and me, so Timmy doesn't hear.
That would probably be a good idea. Maybe we could send Timmy to a neighbor's or something, and you and I can talk about it.
That's an excellent idea, okay? And we're going to keep increasing the activities weekly, okay? And then you can branch out and do other things. Go to a movie or, get out in public. Because the basic idea is to change the way you're thinking about things right now. Like you're thinking that the world's a dangerous place because of what happened, okay? As a kid, you grow up and you think everything's all rosy and cupcakes, and then when something like this happens, it's like, wow, there's danger out there. So now you're traumatized, and your brain is thinking, this could happen any day, okay? But the reality is, it doesn't happen every day, okay? This is not something that, you could never, have this happen again in your life. So you need to just enjoy your life and change your thought process and realize, I need to move on, get past this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So start enjoying yourself again, okay?
And I have to get past it.
You have to get past it too, okay? And then also what we're going to do is, in addition to increasing the activities, I'm going to send a camera home with you guys, and I am going to have you record some of your conversations, okay, as you talk about the incident, because I want to see how you react to her fears and her questions and comments, okay? And then we're going to go over that, and I'll kind of give you some guidelines as to things you can do differently, or, things you're doing well, things like that, okay? And the goal here is basically to make you feel safe again with your mother, as you said you even have kind of a distrust of everyone, including your family. So we want to, get you guys closer again, so you can talk about your feelings together. You can feel safe in your home and outside of the home, because when you have that connection with the parent, it really kind of makes your whole outlook better, okay? And home is a place you're supposed to feel safe. So, but this will help build that between you.
And this means that we'll have to start getting on her about her grades.
Yep, that's right. Okay. All right. So we'll start with that exercise first, and like I said, to continue to communicate, okay? And we'll see you next time. Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, he loves candles. Yeah.